Nick A30. Gamer.
Wait, can I suck you?
Role model.
I'm
Cinematic
king.
director. If you play Fortnite, chances are you know who Nick A30 is. He's one of the big four in the YouTube content scene and is mainly famous for his quote-unquote family-friendly image. However, recently he's found himself in quite a bit of hot water. I wanted to just talk about this drama that's been going around recently, just sort of sum it up and also give my 2 cents on this whole situation. But before we begin this, I do want to say, do not go send hate to anyone that is mentioned in this video. Sending hate is not cool, and at the end of the day, I think this drama is a little bit silly. Don't let some stupid 15-year-old on the internet encourage you to go harass someone because of some silly Fortnite drama. With that being said, be sure to like and subscribe. If we hit 25k subs by the end of the year, I will get a low taper fade as the meme is still massive. Also, use code LilSmurf in the Fortnite item shop. With that being said, let's begin. So this all started when a YouTuber by the name of Arcch, I'ma just call him Arcch, he made a video titled Nick A30 Scammed Me. To sum it up, he donated $4 and said, "Hey Nick, do you mind if you give me a challenge for a video I'm working on?" In which he said, yeah, sure, I don't have a challenge off the top of my head, but if you want to give me a challenge, I can say it for your video if that's what you want. So he did give him some challenges. To be specific, he gave him 1 chest only or shotgun only challenges, but Nick just ignored the dono. So he made another $2 donation saying to Nick, "Hey, I think you missed my last donation. I said shotgun or chest only." And then Nick said, "Oh no, I said it, bro." Even though he didn't. So Arcch made a couple more donations, but Nick was just ignoring him and not even giving him any acknowledgement whatsoever. Nick then banned Arcch for donating, and in total he lost about $15. Honestly, I think that this whole thing was just a misunderstanding. He probably just got some donations mixed up and assumed that Arcch was talking about the first donation he made when he donated that 3rd donation. Because once he said that he did, he said, "Again, if you want to give me a challenge that you want me to say for your video, you can go ahead and give it to me." He probably just didn't see the 2nd donation and got confused. And then Arcch, while he was polite in his messages, he was being a little bit pushy by continuously donating. Arcch also said that the reason that he was making this video was to spread awareness, because what if a kid gets some Christmas money and donates to Nick A30, but then Nick keeps encouraging them to donate? The thing was, Nick was never encouraging him to donate. If anything, he was actively ignoring him, thus disencouraging him to donate, until Nick inevitably banned him. Which I think was a good part on Nick, because if this was a kid who was just spending his parents' credit card money, Nick did the right thing. He banned a kid from donating more money for something that just wasn't gonna happen. I don't think that Arcch should have made this video. I think it's just incredibly nitpicky of him in a sense. So I don't think he's entirely in the right. I think he's making this situation seem way worse than it actually is. However, the way that Nick went about responding to this drama is hands down one of the dumbest ways I've ever seen any YouTuber respond to a drama, and I have seen some dumb YouTube apologies. This is like the Colleen Ballinger ukulele levels of bad. Now, unfortunately, Nick did delete his stream in which he addressed all of this stuff, so I can't record his stream directly. However, Arcch did upload a video sort of debunking all the claims that Nick made in his video. So I'm just going to show clips from Arcch's video, and I'm not trying to steal his content or anything. It's just this is the only way that I can access Nick's stream. So the first accusation, he's just doing it for views and money. Ah yes, the classic approach. First off, he can't even do it for money because he's not monetized, and he showed proof of that in his video. He made this video because he wanted to spread awareness about an issue that he thought was a problem. And yes, while this video did do well, you can't predict what video does do well. So many YouTubers will make videos that they think will do well, and they will be an absolute flop because that's just how the algorithm works. Sometimes it'll bless you, sometimes it won't. And Nick, you should know this out of all people. He then makes the accusation that he made tens of thousands of dollars off of that video, which is just really funny. A video with 100k views isn't even gonna make you half of 1k. which is still a lot of money, but to say that he's rolling in dough from this video is absolutely hilarious, especially considering, once again, he is not monetized. He then says that he doesn't owe him anything as a streamer, which he's correct on that part. You don't owe him anything. However, you said that you would do something for him if he made another donation, and you didn't do that, so you made another donation, and he said, oh, nope, sorry, I already did that. Why would you be so stupid to ask that kind of question? Once again, I think that this whole thing was just a sort of misunderstanding, but the way that Nick is handling this is extremely childish. Also, throughout this entire video, he calls Arcch things like douchebag, scumbag, idiot, all of these other mean names, which are incredibly ironic for someone who pushes positivity and loving everyone. Also, I get that you're family friendly, but you're acting really childish about this situation. Also, Nick just keeps repeating himself over and over, just saying, oh, he's doing it for money and views, or oh, you're just a hater, or something along those lines, and never gives any actual reasons for why he ignored the donations. He's just ignoring the criticism. Now that I basically summarized up the whole drama, I just want to say that I think both sides are in the wrong here. For one thing, I feel like Arcch is making way too big of a deal out of this whole thing. Like, yes, he did donate money, and he did end up losing money for something that Nick promised, but he did keep donating, even though he should have picked up on the fact that Nick was not going to respond to him. However, the way that Nick responded to the video was extremely childish and made it look like he just had such a big ego that he couldn't stand to understand the fact that someone didn't like what he was doing. Go ahead and call me a glazer in the comments, but I can see where Nick is coming from. The dude was kind of just spamming donations for him, asking for something that could get annoying at times, but at the same time, Nick, you promised that you would do something for him if he donated more, in which you did not do that promised thing. He's obviously going to call you out for that. Also, this is just one experience from one guy. Who knows how many times this has happened to some kids who don't know how to make a YouTube video calling him out. He's been in a lot of hot water recently, especially since he's been called out by like some map creators who were mad that he gave a negative opinion on their map. I don't think that this drama is going to lead to the downfall of Nick A30. I think at max it'll be talked about for like another week and then we drop it. Before we end this video, once again, do not go send hate to anyone that was mentioned in this video. This is just a silly recap of some Fortnite drama. With that being said, be sure to like and subscribe, use code LilSmurf in the Fortnite item shop, get me to 25k by the end of the year so I can get a low taper fade. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.